We're sitting at, for those at the back there, the 4 products sitting at the bottom. Very quickly, quick view. As I went through that feasibility program, this is very similar. The only difference is the focus is not around the construction building process. The focus now comes from, here's a completed building, income producing building, and you feed in and you address income and operating expenditure moving forward for the next 20 years. And exactly like we assessed the feasibility exercise, we now look at income, operating expenditure, cap rates, discounted cash flows, and we're using this as a valuation tool or an asset management tool. Should I hold this property? How long before I dispose? What's my return, internal rate of return, initial yield, net present value, sensitivity, what happens if cap rates change, what happens, all the tax issues are taken into account, and it's used by valuers, asset managers to make investment decisions. Should I hold? Should I sell? What is it going to yield? Either I'm looking to acquire or to sell. What can I afford to pay for a particular income producing property? So it's generally the rental producing properties that we're looking at. That is the quick view. Works exactly like quick fees, in same look and feel, same basis in terms of buttons, how it's driven, wizard, and it's just a slightly different focus. From an estimating point of view, we have got 2 products that are actually work side by side and linking to each other. Quick est and quick quantities. Quick estimator, quick quantities, whereby quick quantities is an electronic means of measurement. Meaning you import your drawing in an electronic format and you would literally go click, 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 and it will compute the area of that particular room that you've clicked on. It will mark up the drawing, give you your actual area, compute the perimeter for you, and that is the basis. It's got all the steel tables built in, so if you're measuring steel, you'll click, 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 you'll tell the system what kind of material, is it an I-beam, what size. It will do the conversion for you and pump the results out into Excel for you so that you've got your quantity. So very useful for marking up a drawing, for taking off of areas, measurement of foundations, linear, area, number items, very quickly rather than the long-handed approach of how we measure manually. So it's really just a digitizing exercise on screen. Your quantities then feed into the estimating system, which is QuickEst, which goes through, it has a library of materials, it has a library of rate build-ups set into the system, and very quickly measures on an elemental basis whatever you're trying to measure. So if you're measuring a house, you would feed in the length of linear foundations, and the system will calculate right the way through to producing a builder's bill of quantities for you, to how many pockets of cement I need to buy, how many cubes of sand I need, how many liters of paint I need, right the way through to how many kilograms of nails. So it's a system that's going to generate material quantities, builder's bill of quantities. When I say what do I mean by builder's bill, it's a simplified bill. One brick all-in foundations rather than the professional bill of quantities, which is a detailed description. So we're not competing in the professional bill of quantities market. We're active for the small contractor and the quantity surveyor who needs to sit and measure up quantities and determine how to price. So it measures, it prices, it has a library of all the build-ups. How much does 1 square meter of brickwork cost? What does 1 cube of 20 MPa concrete cost? Right down into all component materials. So that's very simply what QuickEst, and the 2 work hand in hand, quick quantities and quick estimator. One is electronic, and then it feeds through and it goes through. The other reporting, trade by trade summaries, cash flow, payment statements, valuation of your work on a month-to-month basis is all done within the estimating system. And then lastly, project log, which is being rebranded and has become now a web-based tool, timesheet tool. We've used that system in MLC, have used that for many, many years. What that system does, not only is it capturing timesheets, it's capturing professional fees that are coming in against a project. So they are logging in the fees, the budgeted projection of fees against the project, against the time allocation or the activities of time that has been spent on a project, so that you can determine profitability on a project-by-project basis. So it's web-based time capture against fees coming in on a project. So you allocate activities, so many hours spent on estimating, so many hours on bills of quantity, so many hours in meetings, rolls it up into a total cost per month per employee versus the actual fees, actual and budgeted fees coming through on a project. And that's been in existence for many years, and as I say, that's MLC uses that. They manage all their fees, incoming fees across their different branches. So that is a timesheet system. I'm not going to have time to go into the detail, but I think you get a feel of what they're offering. Prices, I think quickly before that. See from a pricing point of view, let's just see. Price of Quick Est, 450 Rand. Same principle, 3 months free. We're offering on all of these products a 3-month free period. Quick View, pricing of Quick View, I think, let's just see. $450. And on the quick quantities pricing, 250 Rand per workstation. Same principle. And then the activity log. This is just some screen captures. You can see it marks up your drawing, it shades it, colors it. There's some steel. It pumps your quantities out into Excel, so you have full flexibility of taking quantities from that system into Excel. The activity log, which is the web-based system for timesheets, 38 Rand per user for a guy who's just capturing time, and for a power user that would be more your admin user that's going to be able to draw all the reporting across the full company at 160 Rand. So the bulk of your users are going to be sitting at that level, and you're going to have probably 1 or 2 at admin level capturing and producing the reporting. It's fairly inexpensive for what it's doing.